Hey everybody, some random dude the fourth, and welcome back.
I got to turn my microphone.
Thank you, honey. Yes. Hi everybody, I'm some random dude the fourth. You might notice that my words and my actions don't match up with what I'm doing. I'm having fun with the webcam there, and I'm about to be hit by a red cup. Wait for it. No. Okay. But at any rate, yes, I forgot to turn on my microphone in this recording for some reason. So, you guys get to hear my post-commentary while you see me blabbing on with Hillary's hand motion there. So, yep, that's basically what we're doing today. We're going to go ahead and start off with the 100 coin mission on Whomp's Fortress. So, I figured that while we were doing the 100 coin mission on Whomp's Fortress, I'd go ahead and go over some of my stories that I got there. I'm squirting Hillary with the squirt bottle because she's not being responsible with it. But, I mentioned in a Final Fantasy episode that I have some shopping with grandmother stories. And this is like one of the big ones that I have. So I'll go ahead and start that off. Future me will probably go ahead and insert the pictures where necessary. So, the first one starts off with, after I shopped with my grandmother for 2 hours at Family Dollar and at King Cash Saver, which is a local place in my hometown. I say shopping with grandmother for 2 hours now, still have to go to Walmart, not sure if my sanity will last much longer. And I just took a selfie. And after that picture kind of got everybody kind of liked it and was commenting on it, I'm like, alright, well, I'm going to continue on with this. So we're going to go further on and go for hour 2, and I put hour 2.5. After meandering through King Cash Saver and our quest through Family Dollar with a person, future me added that out. We make the trek back to base to unload supplies, only to head out to Walmart to get more with grandmother. May God have mercy on our souls. So, yep, there's no pictures on that one. Hour 3. After following a large mechanical herd of wheeled quadrupeds, we make it upon the masses of Walmart. Don't worry, we won't be long, she says as we slowly meander through Walmart. Please send prayers, a foot massager, and something to drink. If anyone reads this, if you see my wife Hillary, tell her I love her. Moving on to hour 3.5. What year is it? Is it still Christmas? It was around Christmas time whenever this happened. After listening to the mind-numbing Christmas music of Walmart and walking the infinite expanse of Walmart, I'm not sure of anything anymore. Is there a life outside? After all this, the only thing I'm sure of is that Grandma is still shopping, meandering aimlessly through the abyss. Hour 4 through 5. At hour 4, escape from the Walmart abyss was successful, only to end up on a side quest to my parents' house. At hour 4.5, we managed to track back to base to unload loot from Walmart. I had to set up a long-range telecommunications device, then go to a local currency exchange. At hour 5, God saw it good to end my shopping and errands mission for grandmother. At hour 5.5, I returned home to a hungry Stormy. And I said I would like to thank those who followed along through the experience, person, and thanks for another person for sharing the story. And I'm going to take a picture of the Pepsi because that's what I did for some of those. So, that's my story for my Walmart, for shopping at Walmart. It was pretty intense. I was there for 5.5 hours. No person, any person, should shop for more than an hour. Maybe 2 if you have to do a lot of shopping, like for Christmas or something. But no person should shop for 5.5 hours. That's just ridiculous. Even Hillary, who is a female with lady bits, would agree that 5.5 hours is way too much shopping. Way too much shopping. No person should shop for 5.5 hours. That's just nonsense. So, ladies who may be watching this, or for guys who have lady friends, don't go shopping for 5 hours. Shopping for 5 hours is completely unnecessary. And we got our 100 coin star. Just in time. Just time to end my rant. The sad part is that that's not even the long part of this episode. The long part of this episode is going to be coming up really soon, and I'm going to get super irritated at it because it's really dumb. And we're going to see this here in a minute. Yeah. Hillary knows what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
Snowman lost his head?
I'm being a butt.
You are a butt. This is not going to be a fun mission, guys. Alright, so let me go ahead and explain the basics of this mission. You gotta talk to... Well, you'll go up top. Avoid the penguin, because we don't need the penguin this time around. You'll notice that there is a snowball there. And you get to talk to the snowball. I need a good head on my shoulders. Do you know of anybody in need of a good body? Please, I'll follow you if you do. And I get hit by the guy because that guy's a dick. But we basically gotta go down a mountain with a snowball, and the snowball is gonna get bigger as it goes down the mountain. That's logical, and it makes sense. So we go down the mountain, and we gotta go to that head that was missing a body that we talked to last episode. So you think, okay, we're here at the head, right? You get to stand here and wait. Nope! Screw you, body. You're just gonna roll off the stage. And this will proceed a good number of times. And this is gonna happen a lot because I need to... I was kind of annoyed and dicking around trying to get some health and whatever at that point because I was intending on editing this out. Note that I'm not saying anything at this point in the webcam. But while we're going ahead and doing this, I'm going to go ahead and share some... Yeah, I'm going to whistle while I say that. I'm going to share some more of my daily epics, as one of my friends likes to call it. So, one of my fun daily epics is... I'm gonna try and find it. It's one time when I was doing the laundry. Now, because I get bored easily during, you know, normal day-to-day activities such as trying to, you know, take care of lunch or having to sit there and deal with silly things like laundry and whatever. I'm not a big fan of doing chores. I'm not. That's just me. But I do them because I'm a responsible adult, and I do my fair share of household chores. But that doesn't mean that I don't have fun with it. And so, I'm going to attempt to find my first post that I did. This is back in the beginning of 2017. This is like about a month before I got married to Hillary. In fact, it was on that same day that Hillary went to get her dress. So, I had the house to myself. Hillary was in Pittsburgh along with a couple of her friends, and she was shopping for her wedding dress. I'm waiting on this to load right now. This is not entertaining. But, yeah, I'll go ahead and find this eventually. It's not that interesting of a story in reality, but I find these exercises to be fun, mainly because, namely because I get bored and it's a fun writing exercise. Aw, that's the first picture of Stormy that I see there. She's so cute and adorable and tiny. Nothing compared to now. She's so big compared to whenever we got her. Come on. Scrolling down. Bless you, honey. Bless you, my child. You're a dork. Alright, let's see if we can find it first of all, because we're going back pretty far. Alright, we're in April now. Come on. Scroll faster. Wait, is there a better way to do this? Never mind. I thought there was a way to do it by month. There is not. Come on. Scrolling on down. I didn't think I posted that much, but apparently I do. It's nothing compared to Hillary, though. Hillary doesn't post hardly at all on Facebook. The only things that she does is where she tags other people and stuff. Come on. Oh, there's the wedding picture, so we're not too far now. Okay, yep. More wedding pictures, Dear God, all the wedding pictures. Okay. Well, I should not be saying that about my wedding, but there is a lot of wedding pictures out here. Everybody and their mom was posting wedding pictures. Including my mom. Oh, that's a good Valentine's Day picture. Oh yeah, my donut cheeseburger. Forgot about that one. What? Nope, not saying that on camera. Nope, nice try.
Not on camera though.
Well, I'm not saying that while we're recording.
Just your reaction.
Nope.
What the fuck?
Alright, so how this all started, I found it by the way. How this all started was, so I decided to make fun of millennials. And so I put a Facebook status on there because I was bored and I was like, alright, so because boredom, I'm going to be a typical millennial and post updates about random things I'm doing. Today is laundry. Here it goes. This might take a while. Update as I go. And I got pictures of various things with laundry. Alright, so update 1. Just realized I didn't have a drink, so I obtained a Nectar of the Gods, Cherry Dr. Pepper. And by the way, Cherry Dr. Pepper is the Nectar of the Gods. It's super fucking delicious. Update number 2. First load in the dryer. Second load into the washer. Been about an hour since I started. Total money used so far, $4.75. Alright, update number 3. Got the pants into the washer. Hate these because they take forever to dry. Total time thus far, 2 hours. Amount spent, $7.75. Also forgot to take a picture. So here's me being bored. Update number 4. Got the pants into the dryer. Stupidly hot in here. Running low on Dr. Pepper. Had a guy try to sell me insurance and it's gloomy outside. Oh yeah! Yeah. So one of the guys that actually lives in my apartment complex is actually a guy that runs a local insurance place. So I think that's kind of weird. Yeah, and he did try to sell me insurance and try to get me up to State Farm. But I like State Farm. They've done a good job for me. They've done good things for me, so I'm not gonna, bail out on State Farm. Alright, so total time, near 3 hours. Money spent, $8.50. Hopefully dress finding is going good for Hillary. Alright. Update number 5. Mrs. Dorky Person, Hillary, came back, successfully buying a dress. And yes, it's more than laundry. And so I got some pictures of Hillary being a dork. Update number 6. Still waiting on the dryer to fully dry the pants. Gotta persevere, starting to get hungry. If I die of old age, tell Hillary I love her. Also attempted a panorama picture, so you can vicariously feel my boredom. Doing laundry sucks, but it's gotta be done. And I think that was the last picture I did of that. So that was the first time I did that. So then the wedding happened. I got all kinds of wedding pictures. So I might share those. Future me, you can feel free to share those if I'm taking too long trying to find the other things that I'm trying to do. Got some more other grandma stories. There's another grandma story I don't actually have on here. But basically what I did was, how far am I in the video actually? Because I'm not actually looking. I am about 13 minutes in. And am I looking for red points at this point? No, I already did that. Did I already beat the thing? Ah, Jesus, I am not very good at paying attention. Yeah, I already beat the thing. Well, that didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would have. But yeah, I'm sitting here rambling on about other past stories. Well, as long as I'm going on about stories, let me go ahead and tell a grandma story that I actually don't have on Facebook. So, this was about 2 or 3 years ago, and how these grandma stories come to be is I work for my grandmother through an independent agency. I still get paid for it and everything, but I run her errands, I clean her house, that kind of stuff. Other things that I'm not allowed to talk about. But one thing that I do, that's gross. One thing that I do, however, is sometimes I take her shopping. Now, sometimes I'm running out and doing the shopping, which is fine, because I shop like a sane person and actually follow a list and do it as efficiently as possible, so that way I'm in and out of the store at a decent pace. And by a decent pace, I mean no more than 10 minutes at the max. So, no worry about doing that. Grandmother, on the other hand, is the exact opposite. Grandmother will sit there and likes to go all around the store, and it's not because, you know, she's old or whatever. I mean, that's part of it, but it's mainly because she wants to look at everything in the store, and she wants to see what kind of sales are going on, what kind of new things she wants to buy, and then buys a whole bunch of stuff that she didn't have on the list of things to buy anyway, and it messes up the money situation, and it's not fun. It's annoying. So anyway, one of these times, we were at my local Walmart, and we had to go to Walmart, and we had to get a few things. So, I'm at Walmart, I'm chilling there. By the way, I'm dying on this cannon, and that's kind of annoying for me. I made it the first time on last episode, but for some reason I keep dying on this one. So, we got some, we go to Walmart, we get some stuff. It takes about a couple hours in order to get through shopping here. She says we're only going to be there for a little bit. I know better than that. It's going to take a long time to get done. It takes about an hour and a half to get all of her shopping done. And we're going to go ahead, and then we go ahead and leave. Now, at this point, I'm still working at Hortons. So I got to be there by 11. And at this point, it's like 10:40 something. So I'm like, okay, we gotta get our butts back home. And so that way I can get you home, get checked out, get to work on time without being late. Luckily, however, my workplace is like literally a block away from my grandmother's house. So I don't usually have to worry about being late to work. But one thing that I had to do, unfortunately, was triple jump in order to get that wall jump. But, one thing that I did have to do was, I had to pay her newspaper bill. So we had to run by my local newspaper office and pay her bill. But, after we get done there, she realizes that she left her coat on a motorized scooter at Walmart. And so, I'm like, do we really have to go back to get that? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, fine. So, keep in mind that Walmart's like all the way on the outside of town from where I live at. So I gotta drive all the way back out there, park the car basically in front of the store illegally, run in there, see if they have her coat, thankfully they did, and then run back to her house, drop her off, get the stuff inside, check out, and then go to work. I made it to work with 1 minute to spare. So, thank God I actually got there on time. That's the main pet peeve reason why I don't like shopping with my grandmother, because that's not the first time that's happened. She's almost made me late on multiple occasions whenever I work at Hortons. Although now I don't work at Hortons, I work at a local state hospital. I work with people for people with disabilities, and it's an interesting experience. A lot of stuff I can't say. A lot of stuff is confidential, HIPAA, etc., etc. So, I trust me, I would tell you some funny stories, because there's plenty, but I can't, and I wish I could, because it would be comedy gold. But nevertheless, it's an interesting thing. Once I get better at it and knowing how I can tell these stories without, getting in trouble, I might. But until then, you'll have to just suffice it to say that it's a pretty wonky experience. Oh, by the way, this is the aquarium level. It's a secret aquarium level. It's one of the Castle's secret stars. All you gotta do is swim through the rings that are floating in the air there, and then in all the four corners. Super simple compared to the wing cap level. So, sorry if this episode has basically just been like a whole bunch of random stories about my grandmother. But, yeah, they're usually pretty entertaining stories now that I'm looking back at them, but shopping is not one of my favorite things to do. If I could shop for everything online and have it delivered to me, I would. I honestly would. Because it's super simple, super easy. Yeah, in some cities they do. But, I wouldn't mind, just, having to just go ahead and... Do you need some honey? going to bed? Okay. Hillary's going to bed. So, that's what we're doing right now. She's going to bed. And we're gonna get the star. Here we go. Alright, so I'm kind of glad that we got that taken care of. But man, oh man, shopping with Grandma is not a fun thing to do. Do you guys have any weird, annoying shopping stories? Maybe with your moms or something? You know, go ahead and let me know, because I'd be kind of interested to hear those, I guess. If I could share my pain, share my sympathy. Because, shopping with... That sounds sexist. I was about to say shopping with women, but that sounds really sexist. Because I'm sure there are some guys out there that take forever shopping too. But most of the guys I know are usually like me. They're pretty in and out. It's like, okay, we need to get thing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here's where in the store they are. Take the most efficient route to grab all 5 of them. Pay for the stuff, leave. Super simple, super easy. No need to worry about any kind of random BS. It's there, it's done, it's taken care of. Alright, so welcome to Jolly Roger Bay. I didn't mention that. But we gotta get that eel out of that square. So what I do is I just kind of swim in front of it. And be like, hey, Mr. Eel. And then I get some coins because I'm not entirely sure how I was supposed to get that eel out of there. I thought it would have gone out if I just went behind him and went away, but it didn't. So, at this point, I'm just sitting there waiting for him to pop out because I think it's because I thought he was just going to pop out. And I'm trying to entice him to pop out, and it's not working. And then I end up hitting him, and I almost end up dead. So, I'm just, like, trying to swim for the coins at this point. Because, coins also, your air meter is the same as your health meter. So, if you collect coins while underwater, it also restores air, because health and air are the same meter. That's also why you can get fully restored of power if you jump in water. That was kind of a thing that kind of broke Super Mario 64. But yeah. So, that's pretty nice. Also, I swam up and it went back down and he swam out of the thing. So, we'll be seeing more of that eel later on. He's kind of annoying. But, as for now, we gotta swim in here. So, I didn't realize or remember the code. A lot of people that play this game remember, like, the order of things, of various things. I didn't. And so I thought that was the first one. It's not. And so I'm like, alright, well, I hope to God this one up here is. Because if it's not, I'm in trouble. And it is. And there's an air bubble that comes out, and it fully restores your health. Which is nice. So I didn't realize that it's just from top to bottom. So, alright, so I guess it's not from top to bottom. It's some kind of weird order there. So, you know, you get that first one. Luckily, there's an air bubble in there each and every time you open it. So, I'm gonna try that one. That one doesn't work either. And whenever you mess up, you gotta start all the way over. Meaning I gotta go all the way back to that top one and hit that one. I basically do this the most inefficient way possible. Well, without repeating mistakes. So I got that one, so I got number 2. So then I'm like, alright, well, which one's number 3? Is this one number 3? Yes, it is. I got lucky on that one. And then, of course, the last one has to be number 4. The one that we haven't opened yet. Now, you grab that one, and what I'm doing is I'm swimming as fast as I can in order to try to get as high as I can so that way I can do less platforming. Makes sense. I think if I would have tried, I probably could have gotten to that top platform, but I didn't. And I was like, there's just one platform to platform on, so it doesn't really matter. Jump up and grab the star. Alright, so we got the star. This episode's about to end here fairly soon. So, next episode I have my mic on. I figure out at the end of this one that I didn't do it, so that kind of sucks. But, I'll have my mic on, so my webcam and stuff is synced. And so, we will end this episode off, and next time we're gonna go ahead and do some more Jolly Roger Bay, and maybe even fight Bowser. So long, you guys. Thanks for listening to my grandma stories, and God bless.